What's going on, fam? Back with another video. Hope you guys have been doing well. For today's video, I'm going to cover you guys and update you guys for Bitcoin as well as Ethereum. There has been a lot of updates, of course, with the Iran and Israel implications. There has been a lot of major updates to the charts. We just had a massive fake out to the downside, which has been pretty much confirmed. We had our daily close above, but I will cover you guys throughout the whole video on why I really think that Bitcoin will end up closing green for the month, and for the next few months will most likely be well into all-time highs. And this may just be the final low for Bitcoin to make its way well into all-time highs. But without further ado, I'm Dope Oxide. I make content on YouTube, X, and CoinMarketCap, so be sure to follow those pages. For my X page, I make a lot of base native coverage, so be sure to follow my page. My last content on X was actually around the Toshi token. I did confirm and update you guys on what I think was happening with the Toshi coin, but nonetheless, let's get right into it. First of all, for liquidations, we hit $470 million the past 24 hours. I think yesterday we actually hit $700 million, which was quite a significant jump in liquidations. I am expecting volatility to increase depending on the result of the ceasefire. Of course, Trump announced today Iran and Israel were going to have a ceasefire. That's the reason why we actually jumped today. And when it comes to liquidations heat map, we're actually having a lot of liquidations at the all-time high levels. So when I go to the weekly range, we can actually see at the 107k region, we have a lot of liquidity getting built above. And then on the 2 week, we have a lot of major liquidations above us, and it's really looking like more than likely the low is in, and we're just having a lot of liquidations getting built to the upside, which just shows to me late shorters are about to be punished. And once we get that certainty around the war, I really do think that Bitcoin will make its way well into all-time highs. And more than likely, we're probably just going to teleport way across all-time highs and probably hit 120k, depending if we actually get that certainty news. For the long-short ratio, we're actually grinding down, which is good to see, but we actually haven't had that red print yet. Ideally, we get another red print, which would just show me that more than likely the bottom is in for Bitcoin. For Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, we actually had a lot of damage on the charts. Of course, we had this bull pennant, bull flag, whatever you want to call it, and we actually broke down from it. So what I would like to see for Ethereum to Bitcoin to actually make way and confirm this was a fake out and get some closes above within this pennant and then break out to the upside. For the Bitcoin chart, looks very bullish. As you guys can see, there's actually two things. First of all, we're technically ranging here. So if I move this line out of the way, it's technically ranging in the bull flag, but we had this bull pennant originally drawn, so I would like to keep that in. And as you guys can see, we had a daily close within this bull pennant, which is really good to see because this just shows to me we had two fake outs to the downside and with no fake out to the upside. So I do expect once we get more confirmations within this bull pennant, once we get closes above, I do think that would be a trend reversal, and more than likely the leg up for Bitcoin will be in. And when it comes to the inflection point, we have at most 23 days for this bull pennant to be finished, but I do expect probably within the next 2 weeks for this inflection point to be hit, and maybe even sooner depending on the results of the ceasefire and the war. For Ethereum, pretty much same thing. We had a fake out to the downside on this accumulation range, and this to me is a confirmed fake out from the downside. And just like we had on the fake out to above, more than likely we're going to head onto the range highs now. And if we do get a confirmation above this range high, Ethereum is more than likely going to hit that 3k range, which will of course help our base native token assets. For stock market, of course, stock market closed yesterday very green at the 6,000k level, and with the ceasefire deal, the stock market futures chart is actually looking really good right now. We've had a massive day today. We're actually at 6.1k, and percentage-wise, we're only like it's like 0.37% away from all-time highs. So I do expect a massive gap to be pushed through once the stock market goes live. And yeah, as you guys can see, 6.13, that's pretty much at all-time highs. So I do expect massive volatility at this all-time high. But if we do get a daily close above that stock market all-time high, I do expect a massive parabolic phase to happen and to occur for the stock market for the foreseeable future. And the plan hasn't changed really. Like, we had that retest previously, and let me just go back to the retest. So we had a retest of our previous lower high, and then once we had that retest confirmed, we broke out, had a retest of our higher high, and then broke out. And next thing is our major resistance level, which is at all-time high level at 6.16k or so. And once we get that breakout, I do expect stock markets to absolutely surge and risk on assets to really go risk on. And then, of course, Ethereum will most likely break out to the upside. And next up is just an update for Toshi. I drew this arbitrary line to you guys pretty much like 2 weeks ago, and I did expect a fake out to occur for Toshi because it just really looked like it wanted to and really wanted to weed out the sellers. And we actually got that. If we look at the daily chart here, we actually had a close above the 0.00467 region. And we also just retested it today. So if we get multiple daily closes above this yellow line, I do expect Toshi to hold this level. And more than likely, you just missed the low for Toshi, which was the 3.6 region. And the nail in the coffin for me is if Toshi breaks out of his consolidation region and closes above, we're really going to be in for a massive leg up to the upside. And I do expect the wave 3 of the Elliott wave will be put in for Toshi, and more than likely we'll be well on our way to all-time highs. And the move will be absolutely massive. I do expect once this happens, more than likely Bitcoin and Ethereum have also broken out. So I do expect Bitcoin to be well into all-time highs, and Ethereum most likely be at the 3K region. For Alien Base, there really isn't any other updates to show. This purple box is a really good DCA region for you guys, and I do expect this purple box to be a really good spot for the foreseeable future. And I do expect, and the plan has always been, Alien Base will more than likely get really moving and volatility will increase once we break above the 11 cents major accumulation range high region. And that will probably won't end up happening until Ethereum hits well past 3K plus, just because Alien Base is a micro cap, and I do expect the volatility for Alien Base to really increase then. And that's just really all to the video, guys. When it comes to Alien Base, purple box is a really good DCA spot. And I did tell you guys this red box for Toshi is also a really good spot to accumulate just based on the risk to reward for both of these charts. Of course, none of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion, and I'm just relaying what I see on the charts to you guys. And of course, when it comes to Toshi, I'm really bullish on it, and I really push it to you guys because Toshi is pretty much the face of base, and I do expect base chain to get massive net inflows once Ethereum breaks out to the upside, as well as the stable coin thesis and narrative actually getting confirmed and well underway. So yeah, that's all to the video, guys. I'm really bullish on Bitcoin. If we get more daily closes within this pennant, I do expect a breakout to the upside, more than likely by the end of June or July. And yeah, that's all to the video, guys. Have a good one. Have a good day. Peace.